maritime people peace and the trust of our allies. But if our allies turn against us, warn us so that we may strike first, to assure us of peace in our time.
A lovely prayer, Father.
A vain vestal virgin is an offense against the gods, Rhea.
But don't the gods make the roses bloom?
I tell you that if we allies don't act now and wipe out those accursed Romans, they'll eventually destroy all of us. They're an ungodly people. They're all bandits.
Bandits they are, but you mustn't speak of them as a people. For that, you've got to have women who are going to bear children for you. And the Romans have none.
That's probably the secret of their success. They don't care if they're killed in battle. They've got nothing whatever to lose.
The king of chaininess.
Another unfair blow by those thieving Romans. They struck without warning, and my soldiers had to retreat. I'm out 22 men and 200 sheep at the very least.
Bring him some wine.
I'm worried. We must join all of our forces with those of the Adiatines and the Fidentines. If we don't, the Romans will steal all we've got.
Yes, but what gives you such faith in the Adiatines and the Fidentines? How do you think they'll behave after they've taken the territory of Rome?
Whoever wants to be free of the Hydra must first cut off his head. Can someone assassinate Romulus?
You mustn't forget that the Hydra has 7 heads and they grow again anyway. Besides, they say that Romulus is immortal because he's a son of Mars. No, my idea is better.
What idea?
The Romans have no women. Trouble though they be, you need them to survive and multiply. We'll see that women never enter Rome, so that they'll never have children to disturb our general peace and security.
What's the matter with you, my friend? You've been whistling like a tone-deaf blackbird. Are you happy?
Naturally, I'm happy.
He's easy to satisfy. I'm not, I'm sorry to say.
A jug of oil, wine, a bag of grain, a good horse or two, a cow, and that's all he'll ever want from life.
Well, what else is important?
We
Women.
want girls.
So it's headaches you want. There'll be women here one day. Only remember what I'm telling you. The first woman to enter here will be the beginning of the end of Rome.
But if she doesn't enter soon, Rome will be only a memory, and a bad memory at that. I'd have gone back home long ago, only they'd hang me at first sight.
That's right. You're a foreigner, aren't you?
What do you mean I am? So are you, and so are all the others. No one's been born here, and nobody ever will be if we go on like this.
You're Tarquinio, aren't you? Why, am I that ugly?
You'll pay for that. I'm Tarquinio. What do you want?
To become a Roman. I brought this horse for your king as a present. Can you tell me where he is?
He can't see you now. He's talking to his father.
His father? Huh. I thought he was a son of the god, Mars.
Certainly. Now you understand why you have to wait. But he won't be long.
Romulus. Coming. Why don't you wash your laundry in the river like the others? It would be much more convenient.
Would be better, all right, but less regal. After all, I do have a position to keep up. Well, tell me, High Priest, how are my Romans today?
As usual, grumbling. They want women.
Women? Always women. I'm king. I don't have one. They should look at me.
They'd prefer to look at something else.
But come along. It's time to receive the new citizen. Ave, King Romulus.
The Ave are more fresh eggs at some better, Martello. Lino?
This is the stranger you saw yesterday. We gave him the test, and the furrow he plowed was perfect.
Fine. You're now a citizen of Rome.
Then you're going to give me some land?
I'll give you the right to cultivate some. You can even expect to get killed defending it. But the land still belongs to Rome. You want to become a citizen?
Yes. I have to.
Why?
They're hunting me down. I took a neighbor's cow without asking him. Then 6 men came to make me give it back, so I had to kill all of them.
All 6?
Well, yes, all 6.
You're a citizen. All we needed was the line.
We've got one, all right.
Well, I'm listening.
First, allow me to give you this horse, O King of Rome. It's yours.
No matter how you put it, the horse belongs to me. Suppose you remain a stranger, then I shall steal it. And should you become a citizen, then the horse is mine anyway. But in any case, I want neither the horse
Why not?
nor the man. Your thumb is missing.
An accident.
No, you come from Ardea, where they cut the thumbs off cheats. Cheats are cowards. Leave us.
All right, you heard him.
Now, you new citizens, you'll get acquainted with Roman justice.
I lost a hen. He stole it.
His hen broke into my fields and ate my grain for over a week. Therefore, she's mine.
Silence! The hen returns to its owner. Oh, but all eggs laid by the hen for the next week belong to the other man. So much for that. Next one.
We caught him in the act, stealing a horse.
Inside of Rome?
No, from the Etruscans.
Well, that's none of our business. 1 horse less for the Etruscans is 1 more for Rome. You're free now. Go, and good luck be with you.
O King, the Phoenician ship is tied up at the banks of the Tiber. We asked them for landing tax. To show how they felt, they killed 3 of our collectors. We need reinforcements.
How many of them are there?
About 100.
Get me 20 men. Numa.
More trouble.
50 men.
That cheat was trying to get away with the horse he gave you.
Well, I hope you let the stranger get outside of Rome.
Certainly, by at least this much he was.
Well, you could have let him get that far. Thank you, Tarquinio.
who participate in the unloading of goods will be excluded from a share.
Who gives a damn?
I hope she's worth the chase.
She is.
Looks like we've lost her.
Very pretty. So you, what's your name?
For you, my name is Death.
Bad luck, I'm immortal. You're beautiful when you're angry, but I'm sure you're even more beautiful when you love.
What could you understand about love? You're a Roman. They're all uncivilized like you. What are you in Rome?
The king.
Ah. And what is Rome, anyway? A people? A nation?
At this moment, it's a simple village. It's the first grain of the harvest which will one day cover the earth. That is, gods will listen to me and the people obey me.
You're handsome. If I should listen, would you take me back to Rome?
Not yet. We have no women in Rome. You'd be 1 against 1,000 men, 1,000 wolves with very sharp teeth.
One doesn't touch the wife of the king.
One can't touch his widow. It only takes one stroke with a sword in Rome.
They don't like you?
They'll like you even more.
What do you want me to do then?
To wait.
I'm not good at waiting.
You'll learn.
What is your name?
Romulus.
All right, I agree to wait, Romulus. But I won't wait forever, I promise you that. My name is Duja. In the Phoenician tongue, Duja is the one who returns. You must remember that.
She's gone. This is no life. You can't even meet a woman.
And to think that back in my country I had all I wanted.
There's an abandoned cave on the slope of the hill. You won't have any trouble finding it. I'll bring you women's clothing.
You'll visit me often?
Every night. Kings become human beings at night.
And I'll be queen one day.
Well, first we'd have to get approval from my father.
Who is your father?
Mars.
The god of war? I'm not afraid of him. The god of war. Haven't we to fear someone else from now on? The god of love.
Give it to me. I've got it. I'm afraid that we Roman ambassadors are less dignified than others who have come here.
We're pleased to know that the Romans have ambassadors. We'd always believed that you were the most warlike of people.
We finally realized that a man needs more than fighting in his life.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what you're here for?
I'm sorry, but it's a rather delicate subject. To be discussed with the king of the Sabines alone.
My name is Rhea, daughter of the king.
Ah, that's a girl.
And a princess, too.
Well, she can't help that, but is she pretty?
Excuse him, he's short-sighted. He only sees things when they're very close. I'll describe her to you. She's blonde and beautifully curved, with graceful limbs, and breasts like a goddess.
You Romans are beasts. You are speaking of a Sabine princess. Does my gown tell you nothing?
That's just what I was trying to explain to him, Your Highness.
I am a vestal virgin of the goddess. You must speak to us with respect. It is quite clear to me there is one important virtue that the Romans lack.
Ah, that's so. What is it?
Good breeding.
Will the Roman ambassadors explain to us why they're here? Who is your spokesman?
Make your speech now.
Oh, King Titus, to you who govern this beautiful and peaceful country, the Sabines,
Mention the women.
and the Sabinesses, to you we bring a message from our most beloved and eligible monarch of Rome, Romulus.
I understand everything, but the use of the term eligible, why is it used?
That will be explained.
Go ahead.
Anxious to tie ever tighter the bonds of friendship between Romans and Sabines, who've been close neighbors for years now, and in order to make the Sabines cuckolds, I'm a bit flustered, cousins, our wise King Romulus has a wonderful idea.
In other words, you've decided to get married, and so you've come to me.
To you, well, in a manner of speaking.
Agreeing to this would be the same as condemning our young men here to remain bachelors. No, I'm sorry, it's impossible. The Sabine women are only for the Sabine men.
Moreover, our gods have said no, but ours have said yes.
Sabine gods are true, yours are false.
What's the difference?
Of course, it was our intention to pay well for these women. With our best head of cattle.
Which you stole from me, thank you very much.
In short, you refuse us.
Yes. But when you find women, why legalize things? You think being married is something special? Except in certain cases. Of course, I don't refer to them.
Romulus won't like this.
Too bad for him. But all that I'm willing to offer you is a pitcher of new wine and some fresh sausages. Good evening.
Sabine flies.
They're women. Women? Where are they? That way? Let's go down. This way? Careful.
Look, who's up there?
There they are. Where are they? There. See? Right down there.
Maybe they're traveling salesmen. Salesmen? No. They're ambassadors from Rome who've been up at the palace visiting King Titus.
They're Romans. Quick, let's hide.
But why?
I've heard that they feed on human flesh.
Where did you hear that story? They may bite a little, but nothing else. And they have the nicest teeth. If I had to choose, I prefer the youngest.
Is it true they came to ask for our girls as their wives?
Yes, but I've heard the king turn them down. They say the Romans mustn't be allowed to have any children.
But why? I just told you because they'd eat them.
Look at the brunette. She's for me. And you?
The little redhead. I'd give the gods everything that I have in this world if they'd let me hold her for just 1 minute.
I see them now. There's one of them standing up. She's got long hair hanging to the ground. She's pretty. There. You see her?
That's a weeping willow.
They're talking about us. I wonder why.
I don't even want to think about it. Some of those Romans have been without women for years, you know.
Do you have to go? Yes, I'm worried. They might be choosing one of us for dinner.
Oh. What's going on?
His sweetheart fell in the river.
What river?
Help me! Help me! No! Not you! Let go of me! Don't you touch me! Help! Oh. Help me!
Why are you trembling? It's all over. What are you afraid of? I'm not going to eat you. Do I really frighten you so much? Do you think that I'm evil? Or brutal? Am I ugly? Then what's wrong?
You're a Roman.
You're right. I am a Roman. But do you know why? Because once in my village, when I saw a man beating my dog, I started to beat the man. Except that I hit him too hard, I'm afraid. And his family was powerful. So I became a Roman. Many people have found freedom there. What's your name?
Lavinia.
My name is Lino.
Now you're trembling.
Because I'm afraid.
Of me?
Yes. And of what you have come to mean to me suddenly. When I was up fighting against the Umbrians last year, a man stood up from behind a bush. First I thought he held the sun in his hands, then I saw it was a bow. Only by that time an arrow was in my breast. You struck me like that arrow, Lavinia.
Maybe I shouldn't tell you, but when we saw you up there first, one of my friends pointed at you and said, "There's the one I prefer." I felt like crying all of a sudden. Silly, wasn't it?
Well, where are they?
Ah, he knows where they are.
It's a stork, isn't it? Not so fast.
Duzia! 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 Where were you?
I was looking through the cave. We women are curious, you know. I'm sorry if you've had to wait.
Well, the Phoenicians are known for their sense of exploration.
Yes, but we explore the sea, not the land.
See. Duzia? Beyond those mountains, the sea is stretched out like a beautiful girl at the feet of her lover. The day Rome conquers the sea, she'll have conquered the world.
That's foolish. Must you always think of more victories? With only 1,000 men in Rome, isn't it time you gave more thought to the woman who'll soon be your wife?
I come to see you whenever I can.
Who comes to see me? My lover? No. I never hear anything but your worries, your hopes, and your dreams about Rome. I'm jealous. I hate Rome. It's you I want.
Don't blame me, Duzia. I think kings will always make bad lovers.
Who are they?
It's the ambassadors I sent off to Sabine in search for women. Perhaps they were successful. Well? Romans, if you're wondering why your faces are red, it's because they've been slapped. Here are the bride sent us by the Sabinians. You all know that I've always been one of the first to reach for the sword. Yet, despite everything, I'm not going to wage war.
You don't think we should fight, but a lot of others do. And we're going into battle without you. Whenever we need new sheep, what do? We don't stand here and talk. We kill off the farmer and take away his flock.
He's right.
Why do you want to treat women like animals? Sheep have no memory, but women do. Do you think for one moment that if we kill and massacre their fathers and brothers, they will succumb to us so easily?
Does that matter? So you beat them if you have to. That'll get results.
Certainly.
You think so? Vulcus, a marriage is under the best circumstances 1 hour of love daily. 8 hours for sleep and 15 for conversation. That's why I think that my idea is best. Lino, tell us what you think about the Sabinians.
Ah, they're marvelous. Luscious as the fruit that hangs heavy on the grapevine. Their smell is like honey. And when they touch you... Of course, I'm speaking of Sabine women in general.
In general, of course. We understand. Now, listen. In a few months, the Sabinians are going to be celebrating their harvest. Let's prepare ourselves. We shall all be going.
To ask for the hand of the Sabine maiden?
Yes, folks. But my way. The Roman way.
And if others feel as strongly as I do, tonight we leave Rome.
When I saw that woman at the river, I knew I had to have one. No matter what the cost. And because I can't have one while I'm in Rome, I'll have to get one somewhere else. There's only one thing worthwhile in life, and that's love.
That imbecile.
I didn't see that woman, but long life to her. Tarquinio is right. So I'm leaving here, too. And if Romulus wants to stop me, let him
All
try.
right, focus. I'm trying. Now you listen to me. No one is going to leave Rome because you are Rome. Is that clear? If you want women, you'll have them.
Tell us how.
And whose women? The other tribes, they detest us. They won't speak to us now. The Etruscans say even the best Roman's a bad one. The Sabines say the Romans, they're robbers.
Right, whose fault is it? We are. Let this be the end. If you want to be loved, then you have to deserve it. There'll be no more violence, no more stealing. We've stolen enough to become honest.
All right. What are we supposed to do now?
Wash. It's my wish that within 2 months, the Sabinians, the Etruscans, and everyone else around will say he is handsome like a Roman.
You 2 hands on my Sabines. I'll accept that bet.
Don't be afraid, we come as friends.
We're those rogues invited.
All right, you keep quiet now if you're going to act unpleasant.
Greetings, King of Sabine. I'm Romulus, King of Rome.
Greetings to you, Romulus. I'd like to present the kings of Tenina and of Costume.
I think we've met each other already. My father, the god of Mars, is with you. Is that beautiful goddess sitting at your side your wife by any chance?
This girl? No, she's my daughter, Rhea. That one's my wife. Hey, they do look alike, don't they?
She's a Vestal Virgin, Romulus. We have consecrated her to the gods.
Why didn't you consecrate her to the sons of the gods?
Now look what you've done.
And now we must apologize for having arrived without invitation. But we wanted to thank you officially for the excellent pigs you sent us.
We're glad they pleased you. But the whole of Rome shouldn't have come to thank us in all this heat.
Oh, don't worry. We brought our own wine. Will you do us the honor of trying some? My good Sabinian friends, and the friends of my Sabinian friends, the rest is yours. Drink to the health of Rome.
You, Tarquinio, no drinking for the Romans. Orders of Romulus.
I forgot.
The real wine drinkers.
To the friendship between the Sabines and the Romans, boundless as the sea, which gave birth to Venus, goddess of love.
To Venus. And the Sabine women were as beautiful as Venus.
Take a place here with us, Romulus. Only the best seat in the house for our guest.
You seem shocked to see me, doesn't it please you?
Well, it was a surprise.
I couldn't let you know we were coming. It was a secret.
If you had to stay with Rome or with me, which would you choose?
Both of you. I decided long ago. I can't live without you or without Rome.
What should I say? My father and my brothers would die rather than give me to a Roman. Oh, take me with you, Lino. I'm afraid they'll separate us.
I recognize you. You're the one who threw that big axe that cut the rope. Then all by yourself you lifted that barrel. I bet you don't know your own strength.
In Rome, there's no man stronger than I. And only one with more brains. Romulus. What's your name?
Sylvia.
Such a nice name. And I think you're very nice. And be sure you're wearing the same nice dress. Or I may lose you in the confusion.
It is pretty,
yes.
isn't it?
And I promise when the time comes for us to...
To do what?
It's a surprise.
Oh, an apple. Why don't you sit down here next to me? The light's better.
I'm nothing special, but I don't want you to miss anything. Can you see me when I'm this close?
Yes, I see you. You're a dream. Do you think you might care?
Strange, but you're really very fascinating. Oh. You know, your eyes are really quite beautiful, even though you can't see very much with them. They're so deep and tender.
Thank you. That'll be so important when the time comes.
What time comes?
Oh, nothing. It's a surprise.
They're all drunk.
Let Agrippa know we're ready.
All right. I'll be back.
The most beautiful girl here to stay so far away from her father's guests shows disrespect.
The Vestals are only priestesses of the gods, Romulus. They owe nothing to men.
Not even a smile.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Everyone knows priestesses deserve respect. From kings as well.
But what if the kings are the sons of gods? You forget that my father's name is Mars.
I'll wait until Mars tells me. Farewell.
Are you afraid of me?
Everything about Rome frightens me. What are you doing here? Why did you bring so much wine? Why are the Sabines all drunk now while the Romans are sober?
Why do your men never turn their eyes from you? Because they're waiting for an order or a signal?
You have the imagination of a small child. I ordered them to behave decently and create a good impression. Now they're afraid to move, that's all.
I could believe that if some other man had said it.
Romulus is about to give the signal.
Quickly, to your horses!
Oh, don't pay any attention to Titus.
What's that again?
Don't let him drink any more.
I guess you're right. Well...
Have some more wine, Romulus.
Thank you, no, I've had enough.
Oh. Give some wine to my friend here.
Thank you.
Now we'll show you our surprise, girls, the both of us.
There's a signal, so it's up to you.
My dear Sabine friend, silence, please. Listen to me. Come in a little closer. I'll teach you a game we used to play back home when I was a boy. First, the ladies should gather on my left, and the gentlemen should go to my right. I'll explain the rest out. Hey, now, I'm Christian. And now I'll count to 10. When I reach 10, the game begins.
What do we have to do?
Nothing. To let you do the better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What are they doing?
I don't know, but it looks like they're being invaded, huh?
I help! I forbid you to touch me. I'm one of the best.
I'm only trying to save you.
Save me. You organized all this, you
right.
sneaky devil.
In that case,
No!
What do you think you're doing? Let her go. Let her go, I said. Who's gonna make me? Let go!
Put me down! No, you
Relax.
Put me down! No!
Hey, put that girl down. You can't have her.
But you got one.
She's not for me. She's for Mezio.
Oh, that's her. That's she. That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Felix, I'm her husband, but I give it to you gladly. Good luck.
and all in knowing how. At last, my love!
Oh, you don't have to pull my hair.
You must be thirsty, too. Come and drink. You must forgive me for thinking about my horse first. But at this moment of the three of us, he's the most useful. We're still a long way from Rome.
Why did we come this way?
You know, the Sabine horses. They're fast, but at the same time, they tire quickly. You want to rest before we continue?
Is it your horse or me that you're thinking about?
About both of you this time. I'm sure you never hated anyone as much as you hate me.
You stand for what I detest. Deception and violence.
You think I'm going to let Rome perish because three peasants with crowns on their heads say so? No, now that we have the Sabine women, they will either have to bow their heads to us or come and take the women back by force.
They'll come and they'll fight. And the death of every Roman and Sabine will rest on your shoulders.
Broad shoulders. You're very beautiful, Ria. During the festivities, I chose you because you were the king's daughter. But only as a hostage. Now, having held you in my arms, these last few hours, everything has changed. Not even the distance of one hand separates your mouth from mine. Now get your horse and run along home.
I've been abandoned by the gods. I'm at your mercy.
You've been at my mercy for more than an hour. Don't blame the gods, Rhea. Much better should thank them for having put so much naivety into a brute's heart. I must get back to Rome. My people will be alarmed.
Go alone, Romulus. Let me return to my father.
You can ask me for anything you desire, but please don't ask me to lose you.
Listen to me. At first I looked upon you with hate. But now I'm afraid. It's become something else that's not possible. It's not possible, Romulus. Since I was a child, I belonged to the gods. Romulus, don't scorn them.
Why shouldn't I? I've scorned the earth, and it still carries me. Come. You're going to enter Rome tonight, either as a slave or as a queen. You do have a choice. But regardless, you're going to Rome.
Ich fürchte beinahe, man wird uns diesen Bestien zuteilen wie den Bauern das Vieh. Nein, das darf nicht sein.
Lieber würde ich mich umbringen. Und ich würde lieber einen oder zwei von Ihnen umbringen, ehe ich mich...
Schluss damit. Passt auf. Ich bin der Meinung, wir sind nicht geschaffen, um zu töten. Und viel zu jung, um zu sterben.
Aber was sollen wir tun?
Nun, ich habe da eine Idee. Und wenn es mir gelingt, sie durchzuführen, müssen Sie mit uns verhandeln. In diesem Augenblick ist eine Sabinerin so viel wert wie 4 Römer zusammen.
Was für eine Idee?
Lavinia, hör doch auf zu weinen, das hat doch keinen Sinn. Komm her. Also Folgendes.
Why were they locked in the tower?
Sire, I gave the order. All of our men are about to break loose. Look, down there.
The first one to raise his hand against his fellow man over a woman will have it cut off. Is that clear? Lots will be drawn for the women. Now, who has something to say?
I do. I must refuse to obey.
What's the matter with you, Lena? You've always been on my side. Do you now turn against me?
You pushed me to it. The blame is yours just as much as it is mine.
We'll settle this later.
No, this minute.
Be careful, Lena. Remember that I am your king.
I've been a loyal subject to a king who's forgotten his duty.
I said that lots will be drawn for the women, and that's how it will be.
No, Romulus. I don't care what you say. The girl Lavinia belongs to me.
So one woman is enough to make you my enemy.
Your troubles are beginning. But you can still put things right. Return the Sabine girls. And forget this wild idea.
No. This night, Rome will either perish or go forward. And I say she will go forward. I care absolutely nothing for their howls or your tears. You only have to live. I have to rule. Take her away. As for you, Lino, you obey like the rest. Rome has one law. It applies to everyone.
What about you?
That means?
What about the Sabine king's daughter? Now you'll have to put her with the others, and you'll have to trust to your good luck. Sire, you cannot break the law we were given by you. You said that a man who started a quarrel over one of these women would lose his hand.
Romulus, I think that I should be allowed to say something, too. Lino is right.
Silence, woman! If you don't keep quiet, I'll have my guards lash you.
No, you won't.
Release those men at once, that's an order.
You're in no position to give us orders. We barricaded the gates, so don't think you can break in.
I'll have you taken by storm.
You don't frighten us. We found where you keep your weapons down in the cellar.
You'd better ask them what they want. You won't be the first man, nor the first king, to bend his knee before a woman.
I take it you wish to propose conditions. I agree to them all beforehand, except for one. You shall not have your freedom. Well, I'm listening.
We want you all to realize that ladies are delicate and mustn't ever be manhandled.
Yes, we're delicate, they are.
And no man can win any of us in a lottery. We'll do the selecting.
All right, you can each choose your own man. You have my word, is that all?
No. You not only kidnap young girls, but old ladies and devoted mothers. The young girls can stay here if they want to. All the others must be returned immediately to their families or to their husbands.
Oh, no. That wouldn't be enough to kidnap me and bring me here. I'm going to stay here.
Silence! The girl is right. Now, is there anything else?
No, that's all.
Then everything shall be as you ask. Come on out now. As for you, you form in lines.
Ich habe schon gewählt. Ich bleibe hier bei Livius.
Nun, das weiß ich bereits. Livius, sie ist dein. Nun, was ist Römer? Begrüßt die erste Bürgerin von Rom.
Next one.
Could I choose you?
No, I'm afraid not. Thank you for the honor, though, but I do have to turn it down. Would you please look for someone else?
Oh. I can't make up my mind. There's so many.
Would you like me to help you? Claudius. He is somewhat of a brother and a son to all of us. You couldn't make a better choice. Do you like him?
Yes.
Next one.
Why two together? You both wish the same man?
No. We both made our choices before. Mine is named Metzio. And mine is named Stilicone.
Metzio, Stilicone.
No, yours is the other one. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Next one.
I must warn you not to insult the sister of General Albus Quetilius. My father is a general, too. He's the bravest in the Sabine army.
General, eh? Then I'm quite sure he'll be delighted if his daughter marries a soldier. There is my entire army. Make your choice.
Oh. Shh. Don't be afraid. I want to help you.
To help me?
Yes. But you must do as I say. Listen, those drunken Romans are all off guard. They're busy dividing the Sabine girls. But someone might come. We haven't much time. Do you want to escape?
Who are you?
What does it matter?
I could escape from here?
There are two different ways, but I must say one for myself. Can you ride?
Very well, but
there will be a horse tied up outside waiting for you. When you see a torch lighted in the tower above you, ride as fast as you can through the gate.
But...
No buts. Do you want to escape from Rome or don't you?
Yes, of course. I must.
Don't you trust me?
Why? Should you help me?
I'm helping myself. You're pretty, you know. He held you very close when you rode into the city in front of him.
Romulus?
Romulus, yes.
You're his wife?
No. And I don't think I ever will be. But no one will take my place. Do you want to go?
Romulus told me he loved me.
That's what he told me once. Well?
But he swore to me.
And last week he swore to me. Are you leaving?
When?
Right now. You're clear about it. First the horse, then the torch on the tower, and you'll be free.
Wähle mich? Hier, bring mich an. Die ist richtig. Hier, entscheide dich.
Sag mal, sind das hier wirklich alle?
Ja.
Nun, wenn du nichts Besseres zu bieten hast, ziehe ich es vor, Jungfrau zu bleiben.
Tja, Jungfrauen sind ein Luxus, den sich Rom nicht leisten kann. Du wirst es machen wie die anderen, verstanden?
Machen? Was denn?
Ein paar hübsche Kinder. Nereus. Gefällt sie dir, dann nimm sie. Und wenn sie mir nicht gefällt, dann nimmst du sie trotzdem. Zu Befehl.
Lass mich. Nein! Nein!
Weiter, aber ein bisschen schneller.
I don't know your Roman, so you help me. I want one who is rather tall, not too bad looking, tender, intelligent, reasonably faithful, sober, and a hard worker.
Do I take it you want 11 men all for yourself?
Get me a horse. Hurry. Don't do it. Not one of you move. Do you hear me?
What did you say, Numa? Are you giving orders now?
I'll give them when you're not capable of it.
Rhea has escaped.
I'd hoped she would. You would have Rome suffer the consequence of your sacrilege, for Rhea is a vestal and belongs to the gods.
I care nothing for the gods.
Be careful what you say. Men have no respect for a king who has no respect for himself. Learn to rule yourself if you wish to rule others.
I was ready to hate you, Romulus. Then when I knew you and found how good you were, I was ready to love you. If it were possible. If it were only possible.
How did you manage to get into Rome? Please go away.
I hid near the gate outside. No one saw me there. It opened and a young girl raced out on a horse. It gave me a chance to slip through.
I need no one.
Why not admit you need me? Why say you need no one? Look at me. You want rule over Rome, and yet tonight you're the loneliest and most wretched of all the Romans. Listen to me. I love you, and I don't even hate that girl who ran away. It's Rome. It's the walls of Rome that stand between us. Come to Phoenicia with me, Romulus.
Please go to. I'm sorry I don't want you anymore. Take anything you need, gold, jewelry, cattle. Please go.
You hope to buy me off, but it's too late for that now. You'll pay for this insult, I swear. You want to rule over Rome, and yet tonight you're the loneliest and most wretched of all the Romans.
Patron and guide, the great god of war you call your father. Perhaps I am. I've never been sure. My lad, it's not possible that a son of mine should behave like this about women. That Sabine girl I see riding through your dreams is not for you. To love is to be weak, Romulus.
Love conquers all.
I hear an echo to the contrary. Listen, boy, there were several women in my life, too, but I never traded my sword for one of their smiles. Forget her.
Don't do any such thing.
Ah, it's you, Venus. I might have known. The eternal matchmaker.
You know I must follow you and make up the losses when you start your wars. You'd certainly manage to destroy the population, otherwise. And I wouldn't want this youngster to fall into that old trap of yours. He's so handsome.
Listen to me and not this marriage broker. You're a man.
Any ordinary mortal would be grateful for my advice.
He's different. You are a ruler.
A ruler? Don't forget I've given advice to rulers, too, in my time.
All right, then. You're a god.
So he acknowledges he's your father, Romulus. Of all the gods, he's always been the most susceptible. I've seen him groveling, yes, groveling before me, begging me for a single kiss.
Don't be foolish. I didn't tell him he should be chaste.
And I'd end up by giving in. I just can't resist uniforms, let's say. Do you want to know how long he pursued me? 3,000 years.
No more than 2, my dear. And for the most part, only out of pure politeness. And our situation was unique. I had eternal youth before me, but you, my boy, even mortals who are the sons of gods must perish all too soon. Time is short-lived.
There's still time to love.
Think of glory, the only immortality for mortals. All of the great warriors have statues now in the squares. Where are the great husbands?
All those warriors would be glad to forget their bronze horses for the opportunity of touching once more a warm, soft shoulder. Now farewell. Now Rhea's lips will taste like the lips of Venus.
That's cheating.
Why shouldn't I use all of my weapons? I never objected when you used yours, did I? Why don't you give him a kiss with your broadsword? See which one he prefers.
Between ourselves, son, Venus may be right.
You all know as I do that I can't discuss this war in an official capacity, but we can get around that. You can count on me for a full group of 300 cavalrymen. All volunteers.
I'll send 500. Down with Rome.
Death to Rome! Death! You're so generous, I'm touched, but aren't volunteers a little hard to find?
Oh, who asks them? They'll volunteer or be drafted.
Death to Rome! Down with the Romans. Everybody says I must conquer Rome. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and she won't be conquered in one either.
Then you mean you won't lead us?
I'm against any war, even wars I win. And this one has no reason.
You forget the Sabine girls who are outraged.
On the contrary. It's them that I'm worried about. If we win, they'll be defenseless widows. If the Romans win, the girls will be orphans.
My sister Albina was stolen by those rogues. The child who plays the lyre like Apollo. She writes verses and speaks Greek like a native. Our family has suffered an insult. Only Roman blood can wash it away.
I've never heard of blood washing anything away, Albus Cochilius.
Rhea!
Father!
It's not possible. I thought I'd lost you. Are you hurt, child?
Don't worry, it's nothing. I escaped on horseback. They could have captured me without any trouble. They let me get away because of you.
Praise to the gods who watch over us. The Romans respect the Vestal.
Romulus showed respect for himself, Father. My presence here is more than a gift of the gods. It's a king's homage. All around the palace, the smiths are making new weapons, and children are playing with javelins. And young men ready to kill or be killed, even before they're told about living. But you want a war, don't you?
Yes. We will capture Rome and wipe out every trace of it.
You can't do this. Listen to me. The Romans acted as they did because you treated them as enemies. The Romans tried to show their friendship toward us, and you treated them like criminals. What they did was wrong, but we were wrong, too.
Why don't you go and tell your story to the fathers and fiancés of our Sabine girls?
And please tell us when we voted to admit our daughters to our councils of war.
I've tried everything I could to convince them that they're wrong, but any warmonger is hard to convince.
It's your alliance. You pay for it. Give them orders.
There are always moments in dealing with good friends when one can only compromise. Leave us, Rhea.
Anything at all about love. If you went to free the Sabine girls, you wouldn't find one of them who's ready to leave her new husband. It's you. It's you who want war when you know it's easy to have peace.
Now that we've heard a little simple wisdom, shall we get back to our royal insanity? Shall we talk about this war, Albus Cochilius? This war that we're supposed to fight because your sister speaks Greek?
Goddess of purity, though I nearly broke your laws, you must hear my prayer. If you won't stop them from fighting, promise that Romulus will be saved, even though Rome must die. I love him.
Sabine, you know I don't make war when I can avoid it. I hope you'll remember that after the blood is shed. The return of my daughter, Rhea, left the door open for peaceful negotiation. But you all seem to want a useless battle. There are times when kings, whatever their opinions, have to obey. Well, you've made your choice, and I must lead my people. May the gods protect us. Who is she?
Our men picked this girl up outside the city. She has a message for you.
It's not a message. It's a gift. I bring you Rose.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I was so frightened. I thought they were sounding a war trumpet.
No, certainly not.
Well, then what's happening?
I don't know. It's the first time they've blown the horns inside the city walls. It must be important.
You know, but you won't tell me.
Now be patient. Go home and wait for me.
Flaminia! Flaminia! Silicon!
Oh, Mitchell, what's the
I
matter?
don't know. I'm desperate. I can't find my wife, Flaminia.
I'm in the same fix. My Sylvia went to your house to get Flaminia. She wouldn't give me a reason. She just packed a bag and left.
What could they be up to? I asked Flaminia where they were going. She said Romulus would know.
Romulus?
Roman! Listen to me. A child has been born. The child of Lavinia and Lino. The first son of Rome.
To the temple! A baby! A baby! Hooray!
Citizens of Rome, look well. This is Rome.
We must take him to the temple! To the temple!
I'll carry him.
Wait, I'm going to have one just like that.
What do you mean? Why, you're too small to have a baby like that.
Shh. You see? I kept my word.
You will have to come with us.
Why? Are you afraid I'll betray you?
We must be careful. They trusted you in Rome.
Sabines, we've been betrayed.
all of them.
He's a roast, so he must die.
Before you kill him, you must first destroy me. Go on, strike!
Did you see? Aurelia saved her husband. I'm going to try to save mine.
First and last child of Rome. We were celebrating his birth.
All of you, stop the fighting! I said stop your fighting! Sabines and Romans, obey! A baby has uttered its first cries in Rome. Whatever any of us might wish, he is one of our race, one of our people. He is one of our sons, and I don't wage war on my sons. Throw down your arms, all of you! Your sword, Romulus. Now the rest of you, your swords. You too, Albus Cortilius. What about the others?
I lost two of my dearest friends fighting against the Romans, but tonight I think it's time to stop this warfare.
You must follow the example of your own men, Albus Cortilius. And don't say that it offends your code or stains your honor. It's not that difficult.
Romulus, I've been looking for you. The Romans and the Sabines demand that you come out and talk to them.
No, Numa, I'm leaving. They won't see me anymore.
Romulus, you mustn't think of abandoning Rome. It needs you. You gave it birth.
But children grow too fast, and fathers live too long. The Romans don't need me anymore. I put swords in their hands and a fatherland in their hearts. Now I'm no longer the king for my people. They need someone else, someone with patience, wisdom, someone who will make them understand the meaning of wrong.
No one could ever do what you have done, Romulus.
Yes, Numa. You. From tomorrow, you will rule Rome. This I decided a long time ago.
I couldn't do it. Stay with us. Please, Romulus.
Get up, Numa. It's the last order I shall give you. Kings kneel to no one. Goodbye, old friend.
Romulus, you will become a legend.
A legend? Perhaps. Nothing anymore. Not a king. Not the son of Mars. Just a man who wants to live and die near you if you'll let him. Well.
Romulus. Romulus.
What is it, Numa? I've already said goodbye.
What shall I tell the Romans? They'll want to know what's happened to you. They'll want an explanation. What shall I tell them?
Explain nothing. You forget that I'm a half-god, Numa. And gods don't have to give explanations. Can tell them that I've gone up to heaven. It's half true anyway.